Myers Motorhome Madness is going on all month long at all 3 Rochester area Myers RV locations. Over 275 new and used RVs ready to roll. Choose from the top brands like Integra, Forest River, Thor, Jayco, and East West, all at the best prices in the market. Incredible deals on prior year Class C rental models starting at just $74,897. Family owned since 1967. Myers RV has been family owned since 1967. Myers RV has been your trusted Rochester RV expert for generations. Now with 3 convenient locations in Caledonia, Farmington, and Webster. Don't miss the biggest deals of the season during Myers Motorhome Madness. Your dream RV adventure awaits. Learn more at MyersRVs.com today. Well, hello, my chicken wing lovers and food fanatics. I want to tell you about a gem right in the heart of Webster, Cobblestone on Main at 109 West Main Street. We've been talking about them since the inception of the podcast. This isn't just another restaurant. It's not. It's a flavor destination that has everybody talking. We're talking about mouth-watering dishes, like their grilled salt and pepper pork chop with blue cheese and crispy Brussels sprouts topped with a tantalizing tomato bacon chutney and balsamic glaze. Doesn't that sound amazing? There's more. If you've got a chicken wing expert in your family, and we mean true connoisseur, they're going to be in heaven. My 14-year-old son swears these are some of the best wings in town. And the best part? These dishes are perfect for sharing. So gather your friends, bring your appetite, and experience the deliciousness that is Cobblestone on Main. Located at 109 West Main Street in the village of Webster, where incredible flavors meet unforgettable dining.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. And don't forget, there's also condensed versions. So if you don't have time to listen to the whole thing, well, you can get the condensed version and get caught up. Today, though, it's a Hoochenanny. We're talking about the Hoochenanny Whiskey Music Festival with the, do I say co-sponsor, Sean?
Co-owner, I guess.
Co-owner, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Because I think last year Tommy did this in Geneseo. Correct. And then how did he rope you into this? Because putting on a music festival is a enormous, and forgive my French, pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, it is a pain in the fucking. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Well, I didn't know that when I agreed. You know, it just seemed like it would be all fun. No, so the way it went down, he was definitely like,
hey man.
Well, first of all, we'll go back. Like I've always like known of Tommy. Like we've seen each other. What's up, man? Yep. But we didn't get tight really until post-COVID, I would say. And then he told me in 2023 he was doing this festival and he had the whole vision. He was excited. Yeah. Which of course he needed me for tents. So right. I'm like, yeah, dude, we'll do it, and we'll do it for a steal. Like, we gave a massive friends and family discount, and it was a cool event. And I'm like,
that was down in Geneseo at correct. The time, right? Yeah, last year. In the fall, too.
Yeah, in the fall, when we say last year now, last year was 2023. So
right.
Last year.
Last year.
But really cool design, really cool concept, of course.
Everything he does has a very cool concept.
100%.
I'm so blown away by that dude, honestly.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He just, whatever he touches, it's a great,
yep.
He's patient and he waits for it. It comes together nicely. It's just, it's a cool vibe that he has as a human.
That's what draws people into him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So he did it there, and it's like, it's tough to start a new festival out in the farm country, basically.
It is, right.
But he had some success, and of course, the weather, it was October, I think, 21st, wasn't great.
You're on it. Yeah, man.
Yep. But it happened, and, they did fine the first year. And I just felt like, it was really cool, and I'm like, he's got something here, and I think it could be more. You know what I mean? He can. You just got to get through that first year, right, and just prove that you can do it.
Yeah.
Which they did. And I think he just kind of like approached me last spring, right? Spring of 24. We're in 2025 now, right?
Here we are.
Okay, cool.
No, it's like, it's a blur.
I know.
It's a blur.
Every day is going by. Like, it's crazy. But that's how life is. So, so he approached me kind of just saying, I want to get you involved. And it kind of into the summer became more than that, where Tommy was kind of steering the ship of Hoochenanny, and he needed help, and he just wanted to take on a new partner and kind of eliminate everyone else that was involved and just be like, let's you and me do this together. And I said yes.
Yeah. Well, I got to say this before we get into everything, because I have questions as to how the pitch to the town of Irondequoit, because they haven't done anything like this at Eastman that I know of. I know there's been the Irish Fest and that sort of thing that spanned a couple of days. Yep. This is a big deal. You have bands that people are out of their minds excited about.
Yeah.
Now, probably one that was commercially known more than anybody is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, right?
Of course.
And I always was a fan of Joan Jett. Some of her music, like I think the one that is probably her biggest hit, I was like, eh. But Joan Jett is a fucking rock star.
She is.
Just in the fact that it was an all-women's band. I don't know if you know the Runaways.
Of course.
And Lita Ford was in that band. All these people.
Yeah.
That disbands, and she goes and shops. I mean, we're talking like 1980 female in rock and roll. This woman went out and produced her own album. Like now you can do shit at home, right? We're doing a podcast from, you could do it anywhere. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I always joke the barrier to entry is gone.
Yeah.
She, man, was a hustler and went out and did this whole thing. And I always loved some of her more almost 50s style rock that she does. So that's a great one. But then it's
cool.
Like the old 97s.
Yeah.
I love the old 97s.
That's the real deal.
Yeah.
They better, I mean, like the people who know them know them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mo is another one.
Mo is big. I mean, so Mo and Dark Star
Orchestra
together,
yes.
like that combo, I think, for that scene, for the jam band scene, people are like, whoa.
Yeah.
Which,
Goose, by the way, is one.
Goose is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eggy. That's my bad.
One too.
That's my bad.
It's all good. Eggy is also like an up and coming jam band.
Yeah.
And Galactic from New Orleans, who they're like a staple in New Orleans.
So do you know did you have a hand in getting these?
Yeah. Yeah. So some of it was already set in motion kind of when I came on board. So I kind of just went with what Tommy was already trying to do. But what I realized quick, so booking bands, it's a tough world.
Sure,
it's a tough industry. You know, I didn't realize how tough it was to.
Well, a lot of times you're looking at their schedule. If they have an off day and they're going to, let's say, a Buffalo, can they come on a Saturday here or a Friday here?
What I found out, it's like, I mean, at least this year we didn't luck out like that. I think the bigger your festival gets, you have the chance of people kind of running the festival circuit sequentially.
Yep.
But pretty much festivals, you
right.
You pay, you got to fly the band in. So it's a larger cost.
I'm looking at this, like the record company they're a great band.
Yep.
I've never heard of Tommy Burnett All-Stars Cavalcade of Scoundrels. Never.
Yeah. Who's Tommy Burnett? Yeah.
But that's always a fun one.
Yeah.
You know, Eggy was one that someone wrote me about how excited they are for Eggy.
It's awesome. Even like the two bands, the Vandaliers and the Jackknives, who are opening.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a lot of people won't know who they are, but when they see them, they're like, that band was a lot of fun. Like, every band, which we're going to have a Spotify playlist released in days once I take the time to do it. But like every band's good. Every band has good songs. It's and every band's good live. And that's a big thing too. Like someone on the radio the other day was like, oh, Joan Jett, she's got to be an old grandma now. Well, first of all, Joan Jett's definitely not a grandma. It's just our, but
she's not your grandma.
Yeah, because she never had kids, let alone so her kids never had kids. Just look up a YouTube video. Just type Joan Jett 2024 and just watch her live.
Yeah,
and tell me she's a grandma. You know what I mean? She's 66 years young. She's amazing.
She's great. And matter of fact, the Sunday Night Football theme is based on I hate being in love with you or something like that. I hate myself for loving you is the Sunday Night Football theme.
Is it?
Okay. That's what they took. And in one year, she came out and sang it with Carrie Underwood.
Really?
Yeah. But this was always one of my favorite jams.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, she's going to come and rock. Yeah.
in Irondequoit. In a park in Irondequoit.
Why do people have... What good is going to come from saying... You remember the old adage, if you have nothing nice to say,
Don't
and
say
I wouldn't have a job if I didn't have anything nice to say, if all I said was nice stuff. But I mean, what's the point of that?
I think, too, there's an assumption that, like, legacy acts is, like, synonymous with washed up.
Yeah.
And sure, like...
Joan Jett opened the door for a lot of people,
yes.
man. That's the thing. A little respect.
Yeah, she is not... I mean, she is... fully on all cylinders, if not better. And her band, the Blackhearts. I mean, it's like, again, just come to the show and you'll see.
Well, as a co-sponsor, so I'm assuming now, right now it's in a great spot down by the lake in Durant Eastman Park.
Yep.
I got to think that, and not to get too far ahead of ourselves, and we'll be all over the place in this conversation a little bit, but how do you see it like in 5 years? Like the vibe and stuff. I you've got to go beyond this in your head. I got to think.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but I'm like
one at a time.
I think that we just get through this year and see how Rochester responds. But I think Tommy and I felt like there's this void in what we're creating. It's like Rochester's a festival city, but there's no like actual rock being, of course, country, jam, punk, anything. It's like, but actual rock. Festival, there's nothing like it. There's not this whiskey tasting experience.
Nope.
So I'll know on Friday. That's when tickets go on sale.
Tickets go on sale. And you can get the early bird tickets through May.
Through the end of May.
And they're great prices. I saw the prices. They were great. The 4-day double tent cigar or 3-day, excuse me.
3-day, which is, well, there's...
It's going to feel like 4 after all the whiskey drinking.
It's funny. One of my things, I want to be the reason everyone in Rochester takes off of work on that Monday.
Isn't that great?
What I mean? Like that's the goal, but have it be a killer weekend. But the pricing, it is a good price, but it's like, I've never seen anyone who had a first year, now second year festival get the amount of sponsors that Tommy got.
Yeah.
So we'll always throw out the names of sponsors because like they essentially are subsidizing ticket prices and allowing us to create this big, massive thing the first year without sponsors.
Who's supplying all the tents and stuff?
Yeah. Some company.
The McCarthy
we hired a company out of Buffalo. No. Yeah.
So, all right. How does the pitch go to Irondequoit to say, hey, this is an idea we want, and or how did you even find the spot? Maybe we should start there.
Right.
Like,
so it's weird that like when we started like looking for spots, we realized like with what we're trying to do, we're like, oh my gosh, yeah, there's a lot of places in Rochester, but nothing's fitting like this vibe of what we want, right? Like, and I like obviously like we've had a lot of luck with the Holiday Village downtown. It's a great event.
Yep.
Parcel 5, but like there's things about it that are limiting, particularly the number of people you can get in there.
Right, Highland Bowl.
I love Highland Bowl, Highland Park, but it's like first of all just doing work. It's an amazing park. Lilac Festival is an amazing event, but like it is very challenging to build that as a site,
right? And
actually try to get more than a few thousand people in there.
Okay. So that's a lot of your knowledge that you're bringing to this.
Yeah, just because I've been, you know what I mean? And then
doing all the time.
Really sit here and think about it, though. Like, think about it, I'm like, okay, the Dome Marina parking lot. No, like,
right.
I'm just like, and then I was like, Oktoberfest has not been a thing in Irondequoit since 2019. And actually, the idea started with, I'm like, let me go check it out. And then I saw there's massive soccer fields in the back, which I knew my first question, and we'll get into this later, would be, can these soccer fields be used for parking? Because they are like solid, like it's actually just like 2 inches of dirt and then stone. They are solid fields. So I'm like, okay, we got this one area with all this infrastructure. There's just simple things like running water.
Yep.
Even if it's only a few hose spigots, having running water at a festival, I believe the power there from Oktoberfest is 800 amps of power.
Okay.
There's lodges. There's actual like brick and mortar bathrooms. They just put in like brand new bathrooms. So there's these things that a lot of other places aren't available. And that's kind of how it started. But my idea was, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to the town of Irondequoit and say, we want to do this festival, but then why don't you piggyback on us and you can bring back Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
Was the idea. And then I found out who I had to call and I kind of presented it. And they were interested right away, but they said, you know, for whatever reason, it's like Oktoberfest kind of like it did its thing, it ran its course, but they're like, but we're really excited about your event, and we're all in. You know what I mean? And they were all in to the point that they're giving us enough support that they're the title sponsor.
The town of Irondequoit.
Town of Irondequoit.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's an underutilized space.
100%.
It's totally. You're right. I don't even know if Irish Fest happens anymore. They used to do nothing.
Yeah, nothing happens there now.
Why?
Right.
Just since COVID?
Just since COVID. I think, you know, COVID did a lot of good things for some people, some businesses, and it also killed a lot of things. I mean, you know, even in my industry, in a lot of businesses, people were already like almost retired. And when COVID hit, they're just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people just like close up shop.
Yeah.
And I think that producing events, the cost, especially for events that the entry was a low fee, if not free, everything's got too expensive.
Right. It did. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, I think this is just such a cool, to me, I feel like you keep talking about a vibe. What is the vibe? Because I'm looking at it, it's more that jam band, hanging out. It has a vibe to it. You're right.
Yeah.
But you're looking for space that matches that. What is that vibe to you? How would you describe it, I guess?
The vibe to me, which I would stick with, like Tommy's original vision, which his tagline would be cultivate the uncommon. And unfortunately, the uncommon these days are, you know, in the world of Amazon, Starbucks, Walmart, is actual just, you know, handcrafted beer, which, by the way, we have a free beer tasting at the event.
Really?
If you have a general admission ticket, it's free beer tasting. But local food, local crafts makers, we're going to have up to 20 crafts makers. It's all funky, local made trinkets, things that actually, Tommy, they do a craft show, I think every quarter at Iron Smoke. And also just the whiskey makers, like some of the distillers are big, and that's really exciting. But there's also a lot of just small shops, especially out of New York State.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Tommy's always been, and I'm sure you will step right into this too, supportive of the local community, right? In terms of, he'll ask you to buy the whiskey, if you like Iron Smoke whiskey, from a liquor store because it helps the local liquor store owner instead of, and he goes, I'll actually charge you more if you buy it from the distillery.
Right.
Which I always thought was like, I'm like, man, that is pretty cool.
That's
I think. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah. And I love the idea of bringing everybody together with all these different, there's something about that whole community. And I don't know if I know you've been around a lot of these festivals and things, like the beer tastings and stuff. Yep. There's something about that community where, you know, when I was in radio, we wanted to attack the other guy. There were these street fights. I once had when I worked at CMF, they had a bat light. We bought a bat light and it would beam the CMF logo, right? And I'm 20, I'm younger than my kids are. And I'm driving this mobile home rock and roll and I go up to a Nerve event and I flash the light out.
The Nerve.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't thought of that name in a while.
Right. So I'm just showing you, like, okay, so there was no togetherness. It was like we're against each other.
Right.
Then I watched the beer industry. And it's like a rising keg floats all kegs because these guys all help each other out. Like, you know, hey, you need help bottling, we can cover your bottling if a machine went down. I'm like, that's a totally different vibe. And it seems to be one that is expanding beyond those industries now.
Agree.
You know, and that's what I love. And to me, this is just a cool, it's like a laid back, cool festival, which I think would be, with the music and stuff you've got, spanning generations, bringing families, hanging out. I mean, I really see that as a really cool thing about it, right? You know, beyond than just, there are certain festivals you're not going to bring your kids to and stuff, but this is one where you go, hey, man, you're going to love this music.
I think so. And not only that, like the way we're designing it, it's like the actual drinking experiences are separate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's 21 and over. It's not... There's not a massive whiskey tasting, you know, in the middle of like a nursery, or like, you know what I mean? It's it's set to the side. But the exciting thing too is like, you know, kind of what you said is what we have in our mind, right? It can be a family event, all these things, but like the exciting thing right now actually is like we don't know. You know what I mean? We know what we think it's going to be, but we don't know what life it's going to take on. So we're in that like exciting
Right.
incubating phase of seeing where it goes. So I started the company in 2007, but it's like, I guess I say I'm kind of a sucker for the next adventure, right? So like once we've like,
do you say you're a risk taker?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got to be.
Oh, I got to be on the edge. I got to be like, if this doesn't work, I might go bankrupt. Like I don't know what, but then like when it gets really risky, I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then I get through it. Then I'm like, oh, that was cool. This worked. This worked. Okay, good. Yeah. Like even McCarthy Tents Events. I mean, we never like dreamed of it. I have 85 year-round employees now. I mean, when I first started,
85 what?
Year-round employees.
Oh, I thought I heard 8,500. I wanted to make
8,500 year. Yeah, no.
No, 85 year-round.
Yeah, which I thought 10, 15 maybe.
For a year-round of a tent company where we have long winters.
And think about, so the summer, I mean, we ballooned to like 150, 175.
Yep.
So that kind of just, I mean, that kept doing its thing. But I've kind of just done these other little side things along the way.
What other little side things? Like, I mean, granted, like the Hoochenanny, but and the holiday
village. We started right before COVID. Me and two of the guys who work with me, I wanted to give everyone an opportunity. So I'm like, I'm going to start a new business. Who wants to buy in? And two people raised their hands. And it was a restroom trailer company. Yeah, like really fancy, like restroom trailers.
Are those the ones I see at like Bill's training camp and stuff? They're air conditioned.
Yeah.
I love those.
Which we'll have those for the VIPs at Hoochenanny, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, we started that and we got through one season. COVID hits and we're like, ugh. And then we started building a bunch of COVID test sites that needed not only tents but the restroom trailers. So then the restroom trailer company like just took off. And long story short, we did that and then we sold it last year.
You did?
Yep. Yeah, to another local company. So that was cool. And I actually, this is a random one. I'm not a franchisee. I guess I'm a supplier of a product called Evolution Dome. They're inflatable event products based out of the UK that I teamed up with them in 2018. So that's a separate company, Evolution Dome US, where we do these. It's indoor and also outdoor, like mainly for like trade shows or like cool activations, like Porsche in Paris does like these inflatables that our UK branch does that. So that's another thing on the side that one of my employees bought in. So we do that together. I'm actually going to Orlando to do a big job this weekend.
Are you the type of person that can let go? And when I say let go, it's like let somebody else do things, or do you need to be kind of hands-on? Because I was always hands-on, and I'm seeing if you want to grow, you got to let other people do other things.
So the answer to that currently is very much yes. It wasn't like that. Like I had my hands in everything, from like 2007 to really like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Like where like I knew what was happening every day, what jobs, deliveries here, there, everything. But now it's like, I mean, my core guys are also people I've been friends with like since way before, we started McCarthy Tents Events.
Okay.
And I've definitely in the last 4 years, let people do their things and trust them. I remember in 2010, I went to Hawaii where I was supposed to get engaged. I got engaged the day I got home. That's another story for another day. But I was so stressed out when I went to Hawaii, and it was like October. So our season was already winding down.
Yeah.
And I was like calling nonstop. And now, like, if I go to like Europe now, I see you.
Yeah.
And I'm out. And I won't hear from anyone unless something's going on.
Right. Well, it's better not to. No news is good news.
Correct.
Right.
But I also feel like, I mean, the path I was on for a lot of years where I was so like into it wouldn't have been sustainable. Like it was like, I still had fun. And I honestly enjoyed working so much and I loved doing tents that like when I first started, other than in the winter, I truly worked 7 days a week. Like even up, like when my kids were born in 2013 and 15, like I still in the summers, I work 7 days a week.
Wow.
Like always.
Yeah.
Always. Never stopped.
And you enjoy doing that.
I did enjoy doing that, which that's a new thing for me too, is I used to just, when I left the house in the morning, it was just go, work. And now I'm like, all right, I got to like step back here. And then in the summer, I have a habit of going to our Henrietta location more and going on the road.
Yeah. Oh, you like to go on the road
I do.
Still set them up.
Yeah, I still go on the road. Yeah. Last
Does it
year,
make the workers nervous?
no,
Okay.
because a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't be working in your business. You should be working on it. And I'm just like, you know what? I also work on it. And I feel pretty good about where it's at, but like,
I need to see.
I want to be in the mix and I want to like be with my customers
Yeah.
and that's part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the winter, I have a habit of going to our Webster warehouse more often. Where this winter, I was honestly, this Hoochenanny deal is like,
That's the big thing. Yeah.
this is it. Yeah. But I think it was also a product of once we bought Nolan's Rental in 2022. So there was so much work to do to figure out just getting the companies together and all that. But then like kind of once we got through that and it took 2 years to really let the dust settle, then I was just kind of like, well, what next?
Yeah. What next?
What next?
What next?
So, yeah, I mean, so that's
no, the what next thing, but that's a lot. So the Hoochenanny's got to have taken most of your attention throughout.
Yeah, for
even
sure.
the holidays.
Yeah, but no, I mean, once I'm like, again, like if I go somewhere, like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I don't think about
Right.
much now. I'm
Okay.
just like, I'm out. If I got to get on a call, I will.
Yeah.
You know, if we go on a vacation or whatever. But I think that once this is built and we kind of prove ourselves this first year, I think it's still going to be a lot of effort every year and kind of keep growing it and see where it goes. But a lot of the legwork is getting done this year where you kind of figure it all out. So like we're getting through the big picture stuff now. But what's exciting for Tommy too is like, what's the fun, like little frilly, like things we're going to do or like doing like we're trying to develop the Hoochenanny sideshow where it's like, we already have all these cool things, right? Like food, whiskey, bands, all this. But then it's like, but let's do a Hoochenanny sideshow where it's like a guy walking on stilts or a flamethrower, or like all these other things that's all in the works.
My brother,
too.
he juggles fire.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
He went to clown college.
I love that. Yeah. So like those are the unknowns too, where we're like, it's already going to be memorable, but how do we like take it even further and have all this fun, wild stuff happening too?
What about, I'll ask, and I don't know, but you think of things like the PGA, they have volunteers. Are you looking for people because to pull this off, right? In terms of parking and I don't know.
And people can write us through the website.
Okay.
We've already gotten a lot of volunteer inquiries.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I am sure.
Yep. Yeah, so it's like, obviously the trade-off is like, I love to volunteer, but I also like a free pass, and that's understandable.
Yes.
But people can definitely reach out to us. And that's also, we're still laying out like site logistics of how many people are needed in all these different spaces, info booths, water, ticketing.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, but you seem happy that you did it.
Yeah.
Or you're doing it.
Well, I'm just excited to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah. Well, I think that needs to be on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
On a McCarthy T-shirt. Right. I'm excited to see what happens next.
Well, so the LLC name, because the DBA, which is doing business as Hoochenanny Whiskey, but the LLC is, but wait, there's more.
Oh, I like that.
That's because my wife's just like, what's next? But wait, there's more LLC registered.
Does she ever think I wasn't sure what I was signing up for, but I didn't think it was going to be all this?
I think she always is like, what's the next? She definitely says to people like, I always just wonder what he's going to do next.
Yeah. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
And so far it seems to have worked out better than I expected.
I mean, our first date, I picked her up. I was shirtless and I wasn't wearing shoes. I don't know why. Yeah, I wasn't even like, and I wasn't like a big macho guy when I was younger. Like I didn't even work out when I was like 25 years old.
This is amazing.
And I took her on tours of like, I worked for another company at the time, and I took her on like tours of like tents I set up around Rochester. I swear to God, that was our first date. And she was like, she's thinking we're going out to dinner, and I'm like, there was no dinner. At the end of the tour, I'm like, let's go to the 12 Corners Convenience in Brighton and pick up some deuces of Bud Light or something and drink them in Cobb's Hill. Yeah. And that's what we did.
And that's what you did. Yeah. But no shirt, no shoes. You can't get in there. She have to go to buy the stuff.
Yeah, it was all good. I think I walked in without a shirt on.
Really?
I swear to God.
Wow. Yeah. That's such a hippie vibe.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not even a hippie.
No, I know you're not.
What a hippie move.
And that's not really, that's not fair to say hippie vibe, because I think hippie gets a bad thing, but it is a very relaxed, confident person. Not necessarily show off. I don't think that, but confident, and that's comfortable.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, in the summertime, I prefer like if I'm at the lake, I'm like, no shirt. I don't have a shirt on like ever.
Yeah.
Preferably no shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's
Nice
the way
way
it
to
is.
be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, maybe that's that. Will that be the Hoochenanny outfit? No shirt, no shoes.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
Sean, it's been a pleasure. Get to hoochenanny.com. Get the tickets. They go on sale Friday at noon.
Friday at noon.
Yep. That's the day after tomorrow. So that would be March 28th.
Yep.
March 28th at noon.
Big day.
Yeah, it is a big day.
Yeah, and we think, it's like we have a good capacity at the park, but I think some of the days, especially if they really resonate with you, it's
What time does it all, like the gates open and stuff?
yeah,
Noon?
that's a really good question. So just the way the timing worked out, Friday and Sunday are 2 to 10.
Okay.
I joked Sunday we have to open late because everyone has to go to church to repent for what they did the night before at our festival. Saturday is noon to 10.
Okay.
So Saturday will be the big day. The World of Whiskey is open till 7, I believe, each day.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
Same thing with free beer tasting.
Yeah.
Obviously, food vendors will be open.
Just those timings and all, figuring all that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's how much is too much, and how much is too much also for the vendors that are involved. You know what I mean? Like what works? What's the fine medium that will make everyone happy?
I think this could become such a big thing, and it what I love about it is it helps the area, right? Hotels, restaurants, even campsites, whatever that people are going to go to be at this.
Yeah, I mean, even our hotel sponsor is Indus Hospitality. He owns the Hampton Inn, actually, right over here on 441.
Yep.
Downtown Hampton Inn and the Holiday Inn Express, which, but like, I mean, it's the Holiday Inn Express is pretty much sold out for the weekend because we have to house all,
the bands and stuff.
Yeah, and the vendors coming in and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I think the goal is for it to be good. Even the vendors coming in, I mean, it's like our World of Whiskey. It's almost all outside vendors. So between those vendors, artisans coming in that travel around, food people, it's going to be hundreds of people that will need accommodations.
Right. And plus all the people coming to see the music and stuff.
Correct.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Get those tickets, hoochenanny.com. And if you need any kind of hospitality tents or catering stuff, it's all at McCarthy Events, right?
I'm the guy.
It's all right there. It's a wonderful thing. And if someday at Hoochenanny you can bring in this guy, I would love it. John Hyatt.
All right.
I love this song. It's Tennessee Plates. It's like his little tribute to Elvis. Sean, thank you. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
I woke up in a hotel, didn't know what to do. I turned the TV on, wrote a letter to
Leo's. You know what Leo's does? It makes life easier. Yeah, I like to go in there. I'm a big fan of Boar's Head cold cuts. Leo's carries Boar's Head cold cuts. They have a grab-and-go case, so I don't have to wait in line at the deli. They have prepackaged, freshly, half-pound of Boar's Head roast beef, let's say. I can grab that, half-pound of cheese, and I'm in line and out the door. Well, I probably grab some other things, too, like their stuffed bread. I love Leo's stuffed bread. Heat that up. It's a great snack. It's a great snack when the kids come home and they're hungry and all that. And, you got busy lives right now. Maybe you need to grab some meals just to have in the fridge. You can get everything from chicken parm, full salads, delicious quiches. It's all there and available to you at Leo's. And, of course, you got to get the cannolis. You go to Leo's, you got to come home with the cannoli. You don't come home with the cannolis, you're in trouble. Leo's, what's the best thing about Leo's? Everything. On Dispatch Drive in East Rochester, open every day.